guys? Tom here once again for the West Ham Faithful, back with another Faithful review. Today we're discussing the match that happened yesterday, and that was West Ham versus Bournemouth, finished 2-0 in West Ham's favour. Today I've got Sam with me. What are you saying, bro?
Yes, Tom, you good, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Long day. Long day. What about you?
Tell me about it.
You happy?
Yeah, of course. Like, to be honest, it was a bit of a boring game, but you can't complain, man. 2-0, I'll take it.
Yeah. See, I've got a fucking nut flying around. See, obviously, you'll have the Bournemouth fans that will contest the first goal, but right, we'll get into that. How do you think we started in the first half anyway? And I'm asking you that mainly because I missed the first 10 minutes trying to find a decent stream.
To be honest, it's not our attacking play, it's our defensive play. And Declan Rice as well. He's a very cautious player. He doesn't want to lose the ball. He wants to keep the ball. So we play a lot of keep ball at the beginning of the game, and we had a lot of possession, but then there was mistakes made, like Solanke went through, but obviously that's how we got injured. Like when we're trying to keep the ball back.
Soucek done well though.
Sorry?
Kira done well though.
He did. I thought that. I don't even think he got a touch on it, but he just put him under pressure, and yeah, I don't even
Solanke him rather than the ball. See, I thought looking at the game, I thought Kira had Solanke on toast. Like every time Solanke was near the ball, Kira was being a bastard in that first half. I thought Kira had a wicked first half, to be honest.
I've never rated him. Never. Not he's obviously he's obviously a good player.
Robbed, mate.
He's what?
Bournemouth got robbed when they bought him, mate. He's Ashley Fletcher 2.0. That's all he is, mate.
They're both pants. They're both on the same level.
Oh, mate. But yeah, like I ended up catching the game from about 10 minutes on, and it seems from my point of view that it was all us.
Yeah. I don't really the Sky commentators. Sometimes it's hard to just, like, especially Alan Smith. Sometimes he talks out his arse.
It's hard to listen to, isn't it?
West Ham make a succession of 10 passes, and he's making comments like, "Oh, they don't seem like they're up for it today," and things like that. You think, shut up.
Mate, I found a stream from America, NBC. I don't know who the commentators were, but they were decent, mate.
Yeah, that's what you need. You need them biased West Ham commentators.
Yeah, but to be fair, from this little amount of time I saw the Sky Sports stream, like it seemed very, I don't know, like they don't like to hype up West Ham. They like to belittle us. Do you know what I mean? Just with snide little comments, the commentators.
See, when we scored and we were 2-0 up,
yeah, everything's
good. But when just little, like we're just keeping the ball. We're playing a possession game. We're not.
Yeah.
That's You're dominating the game by doing that. Obviously, against Bournemouth, you can't let Bournemouth keep possession against you. Like, what the hell's going on? But when we're doing that, commentators are saying, "Oh, they don't seem like they're up for it," and things like that. You think, like, what? Because we're passing it around the back, trying to look for openings against a team that's going to step back against us.
Do you know what I think it is though, Sam? Yeah, it's because the past 2 years we've gained a reputation of obviously being one of the best counter-attacking teams in the league. Yeah, when they see West Ham kicking the ball about, they're like, wait a minute, this isn't how West Ham played. Do you know what I mean? They're like, oh, they're obviously not going for it because we're obviously trying to play a different style of football at this moment. And like, I done a little instant match reaction last night, but one thing I did say is that I felt like there was something missing between midfield and attack. And dare I say it, I think it might have been Paqueta, because none of the players that were in midfield could feed Scamacca properly. Do you know what I mean? And benrahma, which I'll give the benefit of the doubt because obviously he's the creative player. He's out on the left wing. You can't expect him to create everything for. So Skamaka's a player that likes the ball to be played through the middle, then hit him, and then he'll do something. Do you know what I mean? But it just didn't seem like there was any ball there to Skamaka. But what did you think of Skamaka last night?
His effort was 100%.
Yeah.
When a striker don't score a goal when he gets taken off as a sub, you think. But I think he had a good game. Like he ain't gonna score every game.
Oh, we're gonna disagree here. I think he had a shit game, mate. I thought whenever he had the ball,
I don't know. I just feel that his effort when you see
there was a lot
of like that pass to benrahma. Did you see in the second half when he went running and benrahma made a run down the left wing?
Yeah.
And it took him. It was about 8 seconds, and I was screaming. So everyone was.
Find him. But this is what I mean, yeah. I think benrahma, Skamaka only had a poor game because he wasn't receiving. He got service, but it wasn't the service he wanted. You know what I mean? Like we kept on drifting down the wings to knock it in for headers and stuff. And Skamaka, although he can score headers, I don't think he feels headers are his strong point, and it's how we play when we've got Antonio on the field. Like, I think he had a poor game, but I don't think that was down to his fault or lack of effort. There was a couple of times he got caught napping on the ball. Like he got surrounded by 3 or 4 players because he took too long to let it go. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he frustrated me a little bit last night, to be honest. But
he did me. But then when the things the mistakes he was making, it weren't lack of trying or whatever.
Yeah. That's one thing I will concede. He gave 100%, mate.
So you can have a bad game, have an off game, not even a bad game. Have a game where you don't get the service, you don't do nothing special, like lob the keeper with a scoop shot. So
yeah, and this is one thing that's good about these YouTube videos is because you actually realise what you said in the past. And I cottoned on to when we played Liverpool, which no fault to his own, he was pretty much the same. Now I'm hoping it isn't because Skamaka's not in the side and Paqueta's not in the side, and Skamaka can only play well if Paqueta's in the side. That's one thing that's had me thinking.
I haven't thought that.
His game has dipped. I'm not saying his efforts dipped, but his game's dipped since Paqueta's not been on the field.
So, like you said, like what you were saying, when you don't get the service, what can you do?
I saw him. He was pissed off, and he was pissed off with himself, which is something that you and I both know. If a player is trying their hardest and it's not coming off, as long as us fans see him trying to make the effort, we're all right with that. Do you know what I mean? I just think it was a bad game for him, to be honest. That was it.
Well, when you got someone like Paqueta in your side and he can do the things he does,
yeah,
he's making it easy for Skamaka, obviously. So it just stands out.
Extremely underrated. Even in a short time that he's done really good things in the time that he's been here already, and a lot of people slate it because he grafts pretty much. He gets back
later because he ain't scored goals. So we'll see.
I reckon that's all with time, though, isn't it? I reckon that's just because of the pace of the Premier League. It's 10 times faster than League One. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Jesus, yeah, of course,
100%.
Oh, who are we talking about? Downs.
Downs.
Who are we talking about? Flynn Downs. Yeah, when you said about the championship from League One and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was back.
Yeah, fucking the Downs come from the championship as well. Like, don't put Downs down. Anyway,
I thought that's who you was talking about, and I thought, wait, am I chatting shit about Flynn Downs? Like, this guy's a legend already in my book. Like, Jesus Christ.
What were your thoughts on Flynn Downs, bro?
He made good in the first half. He was putting his foot in. He's very quick. For a
Yeah,
small, like quick, he's nippy in the middle of the park when he's defending. He
yeah.
closes down so fast. Like he's so much like Declan Rice. It's unreal. But obviously
It's
he's
weird
learned.
because like a love child of Declan Rice, Scott Parker, and Mark Noble. If they all got together and had a massive gangbang, they would have created Flynn Downs, bruv.
He looks like Mark Noble. He plays like Declan Rice.
It's, the only thing that I think that reminds me of Scott Parker is the way he turns when he's got the ball. He's got the Scott Parker turn down to a T, bruv.
Yeah, he's quick. He's nippy with it.
That's what I mean. Like I noticed it last night. I was like, "Fuck me, it's Scott Parker, bruv." But yeah, no, I thought he had a class game. One thing I will say with Flynn Downs playing is, did you notice how much better Soucek was?
Yeah, and the runs that Soucek makes into the box as well, man. He's unreal. I don't know how he don't get picked up. I don't know how people like every week what was it, the header in the first half? He was literally about 30 yards from goal, and it's like he clocked the ball was going to be played out, and he started
Yeah,
sprinting into that penalty spot. And again, he's the first man to get his head on it. I don't get it every single time. He
he needs
times,
to score more though, man.
yeah, I know he does. Like that chance
Uh,
against Liverpool in the last minute.
yeah,
It's a good challenge by James Milner. That's a great
yeah.
defensive challenge.
But what was it? Was it against Liverpool? Or was it against Southampton that he had a massive penalty shot? I think it was Southampton.
Yeah,
Right at the end of the game,
yeah,
he had a massive penalty shot. He got dragged down.
yeah.
But yeah,
But
he's a nuisance, man.
Soucek getting dragged down in the box. The referee ain't giving that. He's a big man. He's a big
Yeah,
man. He ain't getting them ones.
yeah. But that's kind of like remember against Wolves when Craig Dawson went up against what's his name, Andreas Pereira. Like there's like why would you as a manager, why would you think Andreas Pereira, I'm going to put you on Craig Dawson? He's
I know.
fucking built like a tank. He's 6'2". Do you know what I mean? And he will run through a brick wall, bruv. Like, why are you putting this small man who's just scored and pissing him off?
3 times as well. You don't normally see penalties given for that. And to be honest, I don't even think it was a penalty for the challenge that he actually gave it for. I know he
Yeah,
warned him, looks like it was, but I see Craig Dawson look like he clotheslined him.
yeah,
And
yeah. No, one thing I will say though is I think the referee saw two incidents where he could have gave a penalty and gave the defender one last chance, and then when Dawson went down again, Dawson opened up his body and kind of called on the foul, but that's not to dismiss the other two fouls before that could have easily been given as penalties as well. Do you know what I mean? So I think the referee just saw it as, you're pissing me off now. I'm pointing to the spot. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I thought that as well.
Wouldn't you though? Wouldn't you? If you saw two, you're like, you told him once, you told him twice, and you just see it go down, you just be like, do you know what? You're fucking pissing me off. This is what you get.
And Dawson's clever. He's
Yeah.
clever. We're like, you don't
After
even
that first, after
Craig
that first
Dawson
tap,
doesn't
I
speak.
hear it, mate.
When things happen on the pitch, Craig Dawson doesn't even speak. You see it all the time. You never see that guy moan, complain, nothing, apart from when there's something to do with West Ham attacking or playing a ball or something like that. But he
Yeah.
never moans. When he gets booked, I've never seen that guy complain about anything because he's clever. You know, he's always in the referee's
Yeah.
good, and the referee, he's getting pushed about by a guy that's half his size. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But anyway, give me the penalty. We'll take that.
Well, that's what I mean. Right. Let's talk about the first goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight off the bat, quick fire question, Sam. Was it handball or not, bro?
Yeah, it was handball, but this new rule, which makes it not handball, I don't understand. I don't really get it.
This is what I was saying in my instant match reaction. Yeah, my opinion is blatant handball. That's handball. Should be disallowed. Shouldn't be a goal. But did West Ham deserve to be 1-0 up? Yes,
Yeah,
100%. We were the better team. We should have scored on many other occasions before. It was just the lack of finishing in our point. But if I don't know this new rule, I literally just assumed there's got to be, the rules must have changed for that to be given. And VAR looked at it for a good couple of minutes as well.
By the laws of the game, both of our goals should have stood. Simple. By the laws of the
Yeah,
game, both of our goals stood as should. But from what I knew, when they showed I thought it was a goal, but when they showed the replay from the first goal, I thought, oh shit, it's
yeah,
handball.
yeah.
I don't feel that his arms were in a natural position.
No,
Not when they
I said
not when they
the same.
cross.
They're across his front.
But yeah, like obviously we're honest. A lot of West Ham fans are. I do think it was handball, but by the laws of the game, it ain't. The goal should have stood. It's pretty simple.
I don't know. I don't know how the laws changed or anything like that. Just off of the top of my head, I thought, yeah, that's
Because
a
it hit his
handball.
arm, because it hit his arm, and a Bournemouth player headed it out. That chance had gone. So I think the new law is something to do with if the handball leads to the goal, then it's
The end.
disallowed. But
Yeah, but
I
I
know
think
it kind of did.
do you know what? Yeah, I think Opta Sports, the people who do the official stats for the Premier League. I think they've got something to do with why these rules are changing. Because obviously, if it's the end of attack, that's a stat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that when you're betting and you're watching live match, the live match stats, it comes up. Like, do you know what I mean? Do you know how many times I've been done for needing one corner? The corner's given, but the whistle goes before they've kicked the ball. Like, fucks me up,
That is,
man.
that's
Done by
spooky.
shit, innit?
Yeah, spooky.
But that's why I think VAR have taken the whole statistics side of things more seriously, because it fucks shit up for the
Yeah.
record book shit. But yeah, anyway, obviously we went in at half time 1-0 up. What were your thoughts at half time? How did you feel?
Positive, to be honest. I know that it's West Ham fans. It's mixed. Some people think that it was boring. I don't think we was boring. I don't think like watching the whole 90 minutes. I was entertained. I can't lie. We attacked. Bournemouth attacked. It wasn't a boring game. So all in all, it weren't boring. We won 2-0. Like there was a lot of individual performances again. Declan Rice, Flynn Downs, Saeed benrahma. Like I love the fact that he had a good game after everyone saying put him in the starting lineup, blah blah blah, do this. He got a goal and he had the most shots he's ever had for West Ham.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that he's finally coming. To be honest, even from when we signed him, I know he's been hot and cold, but he doesn't get the chance.
Yeah.
So that's why he's hot and cold, because he doesn't get the chance. You look at
Yeah.
players that start every game, they don't score. Like Skamaka, he averages a goal every 1 in 3 or 1 in 2 games.
It needs consistency, don't he?
I see a post today that David Moyes has been getting onto him, saying your crossing and finishing has got to get better. It's got to get better, and I think it has.
Yeah. Because on that note, I think benrahma's missing such small things in his game, and if he managed to see them little differences, I think he could be. He's got the potential to be almost like Payet.
Yeah, 100%.
He has. He's got the potential. I'm not saying that he's gonna be the next Payet. I'm just saying, like, he could be good enough to play exactly how Payet did. Payet was a bastard, and he was a beautiful bastard at that as well.
Yeah, it's true. Especially when he plays for your team.
Yeah,
but
the rest of the Premier League hated us when we had him.
Another player that I think has the potential to be like that is Paqueta as well. He's unreal.
Yeah.
He's unreal.
I think he needs to bulk up a little bit. I think he's a little bit lightweight.
Yeah, he needs to go to Bayern Munich for that.
No, I think he just needs to hit up. No, he needs to go gym with Declan Rice. You see how Declan Rice went from some scrawny little rat to that fucking built like a brick shit ass. Like,
double pad.
Declan Rice started off at West Ham, my build, bruv, and now he's like, he'd have me, mate.
Listen, all you need is double pad, double math. You're all right. I'll give you some weight.
But yeah, right. Right. I didn't write no notes for this, so this is literally just off the top of my head. Second half, my opinion was nothing really happened. I wanted stuff to happen. I got excited every time. You what?
We started the second.
Sorry, lag, bro.
Like, I was surprised to see that we come out. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go on.
I was surprised to see how we come out in the second half after being 1-0 up. I was surprised to see that we come out and we was trying to get that second goal. I didn't think we would, but we come out and we was attacking, trying to get that second goal. And obviously that stops us conceding a goal. When we got the ball at that end of the pitch and we're trying to score, that's one thing I don't like, when we go 1-0 up and then we sit back and invite pressure on. I think it's so
That's
fucking
big
annoying.
time football, though, isn't it? And you noticed though that we only do things like that against the top teams.
Yeah.
We played Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal, anyone like that. That's when we will go, park the bus. No, fuck that. We've got the potential and the players in our squads to go against these teams. To be fair, if Moyes had put Antonio on against Liverpool, maybe 15 minutes earlier with Scamacca still on the pitch, we might have had a chance of at least getting a draw. Do you know what I mean? Because Antonio was being a bastard to their defence. He was, tearing them left, right, and centre.
That role that he's got now coming on as a sub is perfect for him. Perfect. Even yesterday when he come on.
He's got the energy for it now. Do you know what I mean? He's not playing 90 minutes all the time. You play 90 minutes against people like Bucharest and Silkeborg, but like really and truly 90 minutes for Mikel Antonio, for just the way he plays, it just ain't gonna work, is it? He's too impulsive. It's very stop-start type football. Like he will be in one position, the ball will come over and he's gone. But you can only do that for a certain amount of time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't want to be a centre-back in the 75th minute, 1-0 down, and you see Mikel Antonio coming on the pitch.
Yeah. You don't want that. When you've been dealing with Scamacca for 70 minutes, you know what I mean?
He's making them short little runs, just stressing you out all game, and then fucking Antonio comes in to rough you up. Like, right.
He's going to push you over, bro.
I see him skim one there, the left back as well. He done a little turn.
Yeah. That was, I saw it. I was like, oh, Antonio. Where did that come from?
That's energy.
He's trying to learn skills now, isn't he? But yeah, in that second half, I thought it was all us, man. The only thing missing was the goal, which eventually came through a penalty, which was controversial. I don't even know why it's controversial. Even me thinking about the old rule, it's still a fucking penalty, mate. Do you know what I mean?
His arm stopped the cross going into the box. End of.
That's what I mean. Why is his arm there? They say natural position and all this, that, and the other. Well, really and truly, if you're sliding inside the box, you ain't gonna have your arms up like that, are you? Do you know what I mean? That's your problem. No. It's a penalty.
If it hit his leg, like it's black and white. If it hit his leg and went out for a corner, it's not a penalty. If it hits his arm, it's a penalty. So he knew it himself. You could see it in his face. As soon as the camera went on him, he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
He knew straight away, man.
As soon as the camera panned in on him, you could see that he's guilty, isn't he?
Yeah, So I don't think that was controversial. Good penalty, Said benrahma. Happy you got that goal.
Yeah.
Like I said,
what you saying?
I'm happy.
benrahma, new penalty taker.
Yeah, he slots him away, man. I remember against Man City in the cup last year, he slots him away. Very similar penalty. He slots them away.
I was there.
Oh, was you?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah. I took Ashley. Yeah, it was fucking wicked. He was like, obviously he was like 5.5 at the time, I think, or 6. No, yeah, he was 5.5. It was before he turned 6, and fucking It's like when I told him there's extra time and penalties, he's like, oh, really? You know, when they're that young, they're just like, oh, we go home now. But yeah, man. Yeah, I was there for that game. It was fucking sick. But yeah, benrahma's sick. He's proving to be decent from penalties, man. He's good at free kicks as well.
Yeah, his dead ball taking is good. But obviously, if he scores a penalty, he takes the next one. So if he's playing, he scored it. If we get it, we give it to him. Don't be giving it.
Yeah.
Listen, there's no confidence in our penalty taking at the moment. There's none. Declan Rice doesn't want to step up to take a penalty. Jared Bowen does not want to step up and take a penalty. So it falls down to Said benrahma, who's that. Them flair players, things like that don't faze them. So he steps up and he puts it away.
They absorb all that pressure and it just makes them better, innit? That's what you got to love about them flair players. Like if it was benrahma stepping up for that penalty against Liverpool, he would have scored.
I'd like to think so, anyway.
It was like, remember the Man City game? Yeah, you got to remember the penalties were being taken in front of the away fans.
Yeah,
they weren't being like, although we were at home, the goal they chose, the away fans were right next to.
Yeah.
So all the pressure was pretty much on West Ham because you've got all the City fans going nuts there, and yeah, they're a lively bunch as well, mate. I like City fans.
They are away from home. I don't know about at home.
Do you know what? Yeah, like because obviously I've got a Twitter for this YouTube channel. Like I get I've got a lot of like followers from different teams, and to be fair, I've got the most decent ones that I've come across on social media have been City, to be honest. I fucking hate Liverpool fans. They think they're so entitled. Like before they won that Premier League, all they shouted about was in Champions Leagues, and it was like, bruv, who did you play in one of them Champions League finals, bruv? Wasn't it Besiktas or something?
Who, Liverpool?
Yeah, or Galatasaray. Wasn't it Galatasaray? In the Champions League final in like 2006 or 2007.
No, the last Champions
League one they won before they beat Tottenham.
Game against AC Milan.
Yeah, I'm talking about there was AC Milan, but I think that was earlier in the 2000s.
No, they won they won the UEFA Cup, I think.
I don't know, but them man, like they get lucky in cups. They do well in cups, but they seem to think that gives them a divine right to think they're one of the elite. At the moment, I'd say Liverpool are one of the elite. Well, Liverpool last season, it seems to me that losing Sane made them very average. Don't you think?
Mane. I was baffled.
Losing Mane made them well average.
Yeah, obviously you assume that it's because of that, but listen, forget about Liverpool, Tom. Forget about them, mate. I don't even like talking about them.
He's getting stressed. Right. So that was pretty much it from the game, innit? Like benrahma, we got the first goal.
Overall, I'm happy. 2-0. We move up the table. Like a couple more wins, we can jump up into higher position, 6th, 7th, 8th, whatever. I'm happy, man.
There's 4 points between 10th and 7th at this moment, and there's 6 points between 10th and 6th. And I think Man United are in 6th at the moment.
Listen, there's 5 points between 10th and 18th.
I know. It's mad, isn't it? Yeah. It's a tight season, bro. But imagine we beat Man United in our next game.
Yeah, that will be that's a difficult game, man. Going there Sunday, away. It's a difficult game. I'll be happy with a point. I'll take a point right now.
I'll take a point, but I think I've got a strong feeling Moyes is getting quite irritated with the whole record of only getting something like 3 points out of 69 away from home. I got a feeling that we're going to go for it.
Yeah, I hope so. With the players that we got, I hope that we do go for it.
Because ain't you noticed this season, yeah? The West Ham fans are saying, why aren't you playing Skamaka? A couple of weeks later, Skamaka plays. Why aren't you playing Downs? Now Downs is playing. Do you know what I mean? Every time the fans call on something, it seems like eventually it's getting through to Moyes and it's happening. So the voice of the fans are, we want to go away from home and fucking go for it. So eventually it's going to happen. And I've got the feeling Man United is the only team in that top 6 that we feel we would be able to have a go at away from home. Because let's be fair, Man United ain't Man United anymore. You know what I mean?
Not the same Man United. They're hot and cold, man. Sometimes they pick up a good result, sometimes they don't. But regardless of all that, I'll go there and be happy with a point. All day.
I want us to beat them. I'll be happy with a point, reluctantly. But all I want to see is us go for it. Even if we draw in the end, as long as I've watched the game and I felt like we've done everything and we've taken every opportunity we could to try and get a goal, do you know what I mean? Then I'll be happy. The only thing is it's just the way I was happy with the way Moyes set up against Liverpool, bringing Antonio on. But like I said before, just fucking wished he brought Antonio on a little bit earlier.
I think similar team to last night. Don't necessarily go all fucking guns blazing, but be positive. Play quick football. Play them nice little passes like we did in the cup against them, and hopefully we can get a result. Whether that's a draw or a win, that's all I hope for, is that we go there like you said, and we just try and get a result. Not go there and try not to get embarrassed, because it's not the Man United of old. But they are still good. So if you go there and you sit back against them, they will put 3-4 goals past us. 100%.
Yeah, they showed that when they played Tottenham, didn't they?
Yeah, so I still respect them. I still think they're not terrible. They can still turn anyone over. But
they're shit, man. They've got a couple of good players. They're shit, bro. That new striker they've got is decent. Bruno Fernandes is decent on his day, bro. They're average. It's not like the reason why I say they're shit is because when you compare them to when they had Wayne Rooney, Paul Scholes, do you know what I mean? Ryan Giggs. That was an elite team. That was a team that could compete in the Champions League. This team they've got with some 50-year-old Ronaldo can't compete for shit, bruv.
I know. You can't even get a game.
Europa League. Bro, and their fans are trying to dismiss it like it's some Mickey Mouse trophy, bro. Be grateful for what you got, because you're lucky to be there. The only reason why you were there is because West Ham fucked up on the last game of the season. That was it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I've got a lot of passion for Man United. Fuck it,
That's their only route to the Champions.
What's that?
That's their only route into the Champions League, so maybe they should take it seriously.
They should. No, I'm not saying that Man United don't take it seriously. It's their fans that are like treating it like they've got some divine right to be in the Champions League, even though they've barely been in it for the past 10 years. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, even their fans, you can look at it as a Mickey Mouse Cup, but you're not going to finish in the top 4. I don't think you're not.
No way. No. Do you know what? Yeah, talking about top 4. Fucking, I know it's completely off topic, but Newcastle are sitting 4th, bruv.
Yeah, they're going in. They are going in.
They're doing bits, bruv. And to be fair, their team still isn't even that great.
No, they just got they got a manager that's got them working. To go to Spurs and pick a result.
To be fair, off the top of my head, from what I've seen of Newcastle, it's that Gomez guy, that midfielder's the one that's made everything pretty much. He's like their Payet.
Yeah, he's good. He is sick.
I haven't seen much of him, so I can't really comment. But yeah, no, I just thought that I can't see them staying 4th. I can see them dropping off because obviously Isaac is injured, and eventually, as soon as this midfielder geezer, this Gomez geezer gets injured, that's kind of like them fucked. But yeah, I can't see them finishing it, but I can see them getting Europe.
I'd rather us pick ourselves up and finish above them.
Yeah, I think we're a better team than them, but I think the start might fuck us up. I think our best route into Europa League is winning the Conference League.
Either way, I'll take it. Either way, we either finish sixth.
I would rather finish 15th and win the Conference League, bro. I'll be happy with that. We got Europa League next season, and we've had a whole season to bed in our players. Next season, we're going to be banging, mate. As long as if Declan Rice don't leave, West Ham will do bits next season, and I'll swear on my kid's life that will happen.
I hope so.
I swear, Dan. Like, imagine Skamaka one season in, Paqueta one season in. Fucking David Moyes has another summer to strengthen the team. Like, mate, West Ham have followed Tottenham's model. We're trying to copy exactly what Tottenham did. And look where Tottenham are. All right, they were shit a couple of seasons ago, but they'll have a blip and then they'll come back up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
as much as I hate
15 years ago, 20 years ago, Tottenham were average side. But for the past 10 years, Tottenham have been like, they're not in the same bracket as us, but they're still shit and I don't like them. But they're not in the same they're levels above us in terms of how their clubs run.
Oh, bruv. I reckon there's levels between Liverpool, Man City, and then you've got Chelsea, Tottenham. Yeah, I don't even know what to think of Arsenal at the moment because I think they're stupidly overachieving. And then you've got West Ham. Do you know what I mean? And we get given the same bracket as fucking Leicester and Wolves. Why? We're better than them. Do you know what I mean? That 7th spot should be ours, cemented. We're that 7th best team in the league, and you have to credit Tottenham for how they've come, like you said, over the past 20 years. Because, like, really and truly, when we were kids growing up, like, remember the whole food poisoning incident and stuff like that? That was like their one and only chance of getting in the Champions League for fucking the past 50 years or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was mad. That game. Christ. Yossi Benayoun.
Yeah. They were fucking complaining that it was food poisoning and that. But yeah, man, I love beating Tottenham. I love seeing Tottenham fail. Tottenham failed at the weekend, which you love to see it, innit? You love to see Tottenham lose. Do you know what I mean?
I dislike Tottenham more than Millwall. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, well, for our generation though, innit? Do you know what? Like our dad's generation, it was Millwall because in the 80s and stuff, they used to go and they used to have go at each other. For us, we've only ever had Tottenham as rivals, and I find it so irritating that they think they're too good to be our rivals. They're fucking too bob, mate. They're too bob. They're good on their day, like we are. Yeah, and they've achieved well. But no, I reckon
they have a But fuck Tottenham. Fuck Tottenham Hotspur.
Dirty wankers. You know, I can't wait for the day that some Spurs fan hits us up in the comments. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Because I love a little internet row. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love it, man. Right, it's fucking nearly 40 minutes in. Sam, I don't want to have like a 2 gig fucking file to put in. So let's do the play ratings in the next 5 minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got my
so you what?
Got that curry downstairs ready to get munched.
I had a call my last night still.
Oh yeah. See, let's go.
I got takeaway tonight though. Out of days.
Lucky shit.
I don't know what. It's probably going to be some dodgy kebab from down the road, but you know, don't have to cook, bro.
Get them vegan burgers in.
Oh fuck that shit, bro. Fuck off! Come on. Right, yeah. So let's start off with Fabianski. I'll give you the honours. What's your rating for Fabianski? Yeah, fuck all to do, didn't he?
Be quick with it, yeah.
We've got 5 minutes.
Fabianski 6.
You give him a 6. He had fuck all to do, really, didn't he?
Yeah, he kept a clean sheet. It's not going to be a 5, so he gets a 6.
Who was right back? Johnson. I'll give Johnson a 7. And do you know why? I give Johnson a 7 because he was being targeted. We were weak along our right hand side, their left hand side, and he dealt with it really well.
Yeah.
So I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I agree with
You've
that.
got Zuma, ain't you?
Zuma, I'll give him an 8 because he got the goal and kept the clean sheet.
Yep.
Zuma gets an 8.
And then who's next? Who played next to him? Kira. Kira had Solanke on toast, but he kind of got bullied by the striker they brought on after. It was quite an interesting duel. I don't think that Kiefer Moore. I don't think Kiefer Moore got the better of Kira. And Kira had a good first half. So on that note, I'm giving him a 7.
Yeah, clean sheet.
And then
well.
You got Cresswell, ain't you?
Cresswell, I'll give him an 8. I thought he played well yesterday, and I don't really rate him, but I'll give Cresswell an 8 because his last few performances have been all right. So I'll give Cresswell an 8.
Is it this performance? Is that based on this performance, though, Sam?
Yeah, 8.
8.
I think he played.
Cool. I wouldn't have given him an 8, but I'm very critical of Cresswell. But yeah, no, I respect that. You give him an 8. I got Downs, bro. I'm giving Downs an 8.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Downs put himself about and allowed Soucek to do bits. Soucek had a good game because of Downs being on the pitch. So Downs gets an 8. I'll give you Rice because I want Soucek.
I'll give Rice an 8 as well. I'm not going to give him any higher than that.
Yeah?
Yeah, 8. It's the same. Has a bad game. Same old performance. Yeah. Interceptions, passes, aerial duel. It's the same thing every week, man.
Yeah, it did disappoint. So,
no.
Rice gets a bad mark when he isn't playing like Rice, but at the moment, Rice is playing like Rice. He had a sick game against Liverpool as well, and I think that's fair. Right, Soucek. I rated him highly yesterday, like I said a couple seconds ago, because of Flynn Downs, but I thought he lost the ball, he would win it back. He was putting himself about, he's getting himself into great positions, and I've been highly critical of Soucek so far this season. But last night I give him an 8, man. I give him an 8, and it's mad because we've given each one of the midfielders higher marks, and Zuma only got an 8 because he scored the goal. But it just goes to show we played really well, man.
Yeah, our defense didn't look shaky because of them three.
Yeah.
So that's why they've all got 8. Zuma gets an 8 because he scored a goal. He would have got a 7, but he's got a goal, so he got an 8. But I think the 3 in the middle of the park, all 3 of them had equally had a good game. So they all get an 8.
Right. Who's next? I'll give you benrahma. I'll give you benrahma.
He gets a 9 for me. He can't get an 8. He can't.
Yeah. He was the best player on the pitch.
Yeah, player on the pitch. Most energetic player on the pitch. Most shots on the pitch. Man in the match. Most runs on the pitch. 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree. Now I got Bowen. Bowen gets a 6, man. He did fuck all. He didn't impact the game at all. We've barely spoken about him. He done okay, but I wouldn't say he done bad, because if he done bad, it would have been a 5 or a 4. I reckon he had an okay game, but nothing special. So that's why he gets a 6 from me. And then you've got, I'll give you Skamaka, because I got a feeling I'll offend the viewers by what I'd say about Skamaka. Come on.
I'm not giving him lower. Oh, Jesus. I have to give him a 6, even by what I was saying earlier. no way any higher than a 6. Anyone who says that even a 6 is taking the piss, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I think a 6 is right, man.
yeah, I think 6.
I would have given him a 6. I think
Yeah,
it wasn't a terrible game for him, but by his standards, it weren't the best. He didn't hold the ball as yeah, I don't know. He seemed like he was getting barged about a little bit. You know what I mean? Whereas the rest of the team seemed to be physically up against their opponents, whereas the defenders, the two defenders that were getting onto him were giving him a nightmare. I don't think it's his game, and I don't think he likes playing evening games. To be honest, he never plays well. You notice his 3 o'clock kickoffs or his 2 o'clock kickoffs, he plays well. Yeah, now I've said that, you're going to notice it. Next time we play an evening game, Skamaka's going to play wank. Don't know, he just needs to go to
no,
bed early or something.
he's gonna score a hat trick.
But mate, all I want is for any West Ham player to play well. Like as much, I love Skamaka. My kids love Skamaka. Both my boys call him Spermaka. But like, I don't know. Maybe it's because my expectations of him are so high.
Listen, it's
That
not a
March
bad,
and Brian, cool.
bad rating. You get a 6 out of 10. You didn't,
Yeah, he weren't shit. He
no,
weren't shit. I just think he could have played better.
yeah.
But anyway, Sam, are you about to do a preview for the first on Wednesday?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm there, man. Same time,
I will do the
same place.
preview for is it Bucharest, Romania?
One of them.
We'll
Sickleburg,
do the
Bucharest.
preview for that. All right.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'll hit you up.
I'm there. Man. Same time, same place.
Same time, same place, bro. I've got work, man. I've got a few days work this week, so
Work.
yeah, timing's great. So from us, if you've liked this content that you've seen from me so far, please hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get notified every time I make an upload. And until next time, come on, you irons.
Right.